Ladies and gentlemen, Synchro event is upon us. Now, before we get things started on this Synchro event, as you noticed, no extra deck. That tells you I don't need no extra deck in order for me to play this specific deck, because of course it's control based, and this time for the Synchro event, sorry to my Charmer enthusiasts, as much as I love everybody to share some content, but you know, as I always say to myself and to the newer generation players or even the community around the world, it's okay to try out new different decks and learn to adapt them. And hey, based on the deck that I'm playing, if the solo story ever teaches me anything on how to play this specific deck, then this says I'm going to have a swell time with it. Anywho, time for some the weather for the Synchro event. Opponent literally does nothing on his turn 1, and in my head I said to myself, quit the cap, you gotta have good cards in your hand. So, first things first, sets 1, normal summons Weather, Pain, or Rain. So as for Rain, if this card is special summoned, which she didn't for now, place 1 Weather spell trap from hand face up in your spell trap zone. And that effect is hard once. And just like every other gimmick of the weather painted monsters, if they are ended up banished just because of a weather card, they end up getting special summoned from the banish pile. And then weather spells and traps, their gimmick is you can only control 1 of that card's name at a time, and based on the column and adjacent cards to it, they gain supernatural effects. So in this one, for a cloudy canvas, first chance that the weather monster gets banished, that is, target 1 monster anywhere on the field, cut the attack in half, but it get to direct attack throughout this turn. And then Rain, Rainy, right? Yes, Rain, went in for 12. And again, opponent literally has nothing. Like, I literally do not know what was going on. Tribute summons Aurora. In this one for Aurora, when this card is normal summoned, place 1 weather spell trap from hand, deck, or graveyard to the spell trap zone face up. And in this one for Aurora, she is literally Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight of the whole entire weather archetype. The weather spells and traps can't be targeted or killed by opponent's card effects. And then same thing like every other weather card, first chance they get banished, they get special summon back. Aurora, placing Snowy Canvas. Snowy Canvas in this one, banish this. It is the Stratos of all weather cards. And then the turn I use the Snowy Canvas, cannot add any other cards from deck to hand throughout the rest of the turn except drawing them. Aurora for 22. And Snowy Search Thunder. In this one for Thunder, at the start of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster, does not target, does not destroy, return that opponent's monster back to the hand, as in not once. Flips up the Thunder, Thundery Canvas. Aurora comes back. Opponent still has nothing, so Aurora banish off from Snowy Canvas, search out the Thunder. In this one for Thunder, send 1 face up continuous spell trap you control, and it doesn't gotta be the weather spells and traps to be sent as cost. Place 1 weather spell trap from deck face up in your spell trap zone. So basically, Thunder literally reminds me of Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Rooster, except replaces the card to a new card face up. Discards tuning, and of course, this wouldn't surprise me, Stardust Dragon player. Aurora comes back, normal summons Thunder, replace Cloud with Rainy Canvas, and in this one, for Rainy Canvas, banish this card, target one spell trap your opponent controls, return it to the hand. As in, not once. Thunder gets in, Aurora gets in. Snowy Canvas. Searching snow. Yep, snow. In this one, you rather see this card the most because this card lets you start off massive plays. When snow ends up normal summon, place one weather spell trap from deck face up to the spell trap zone. Thunder comes back and Stardust player scoops up. And this next clip of this challenge activates Snowy Canvas, activates Rainy Canvas, summons Thunder, Thunder replaces Snow, and for a weird reason, Shaming Maxi. In this one for Rainbow Canvas, I have to let my opponent control a monster in order for me to banish one of the weather monsters based on the column or adjacent, just to special summon straight from the deck. Also, can't special summon straight from the deck for the rest of the turn. Activates Magic Planner. As an old card, if you never saw this, it lets you send one face a continuous trap you control to the grave as cost, draw two. And then Ash Blossom keeps the Magic Planter in check. Summons Magician's Rod, so up against Dark Magicians. When this card is normal summon, add one spell trap from deck to hand that specifically lists Dark Magician in its text. During your opponent's turn, if you activate a spell trap card or effect while this card is in your graveyard outside of the damage step, tribute one spellcaster, add this card to your hand. Each effect of Magician's Rod hard ones. There's the Dark Magical Circle. When this card is activated, look at the top three cards, then reveal one of them that is a Dark Magician or spell trap that mentions it, and add it to the hand. Also, place the remaining cards on top of the deck in any order. And if Dark Magician is no more special outside of the damage step, target one card your opponent controls, banish it. Each effect of Dark Magical Circle hard ones. Fires off Circle. And there is the duo of the whole entire combo process. Eternal Soul with Dark Magical Circle. So in this context, if there is a Dark Magician from hand or graveyard, anything I do in terms of trying to play through, one of my cards ends up getting banished in any shape or form. And as for Eternal Soul, every Dark Magician in your monster zone is unaffected by everything else in terms of opponent's card effects. If this face-up card leaves the field, no matter where it goes, destroy all monsters you control. And then you can only use the following effect of Eternal Soul once per turn. Trigger one of those effects based off from Eternal Soul. Special 1 Dark Magician from hand or graveyard, or add 1 Dark Magic attack or 1,000 Knives from deck to hand. Magician Souls, we know what's up with that card. Change Rainy Canvas to compulse the Dark Magical Circle just so that none of our cards gets banished. Magician Souls, Duelist Magician, toss out the souls to special the guy back, and the Magician player goes to work for a total of 41. Thunder comes back. Normal summon Snow. Snow effect. And this one for Auroral Canvas. When exactly one card is added to one player's hand outside of the damage step, banish this, banish the added card, and if you do, that player draws one. So I know what everyone be normally thinking. You shouldn't be playing this card whenever it comes to giving your opponent benefiting the advantage. The idea about Auroral Canvas is that I have Magic Planner in the hand, which hopefully is going to resolve, and it's just so that I won't be able to get tons of pluses as much as I can. Sends away Auroral Canvas, and there is Ash number 2 keeping Magic Planter in check again. Snow effect. Or Rainy Canvas, I should say. Return to set card. Thunder replaces Rainy with Thundery Canvas. Thunder after Magician. Magician into the hand. Snow comes back. Thunder comes back. Dark Magical Circle triggers. Sets 1. I'm literally convincing that's Eternal Soul. Yep, just like that. Eternal Soul. Shocker. Dark Magical Circle finally goes off. Banishes Thundery Canvas. Lucky for me, top dead Snow. Place Rainy Canvas. Rainy Canvas, put back Eternal Soul. And say goodbye to the monsters. Thunder gets in for 17. And at this rate, it's time to have the Weather Painted monsters annoy the Dark Magician spell traps. Snow comes back, sets 2. I'm convincing one of them is Eternal Soul. Just like that. Rainy Canvas returns Dark Magical Circle, and ooh, Solemn Strike coming in. Dark Magician comes back. Dark Magical Circle goes at the Rainy Canvas. Rainy Canvas puts the circle back in hand just so that Dark Magical Circle will not resolve. Thunder replaces... Actually, Rainy Canvas return the Eternal Soul. Eternal Soul leaves. Dark Magician goes back to the grave. And then the 3 monsters come back. 2 Snows and a Thunder. Activates Dark Magical Circle again. Tribute to Snow for a Gamma Seal. Ho ho! Tributes or banishes Snow off a Rainy Canvas, puts the set card back to hand. Snow comes back. Summons another Thunder, and thank you very much on the Gamma Seal. extra decks for the both of us. Look at that. Alright. So that something tells me either Monarchs or True Dracos. Anywho, Snow gets summoned. Places Snowy Canvas. Snowy Canvas gets Rainy Canvas. And then the 2 set. Activates Auroral Canvas. Snow comes back. Up against True Dracos. So, True Draco Heritage. During your main phase, draw cards equal to the number of True Draco and True King monster spells / traps in terms of card types. Send from field to graveyard, and then during your main phase, you can immediately after this effect resolves, tribute summon 1 True Draco or True King monster face up. So basically their spells and trap gimmicks tribute summon True Dracos by sending the continuous spells and traps. And on top of that, the spells sent from field to grave, target and destroy 1 spell trap. The traps does the same to the monsters. Heritage triggers. Tribute summons Majesty Maiden. Now, according to the True Draco monsters, to tribute summon this card, tribute a continuous spell trap you control instead of a monster. That's part of the gimmick. And then anything I do in terms of card or effect activations, they literally share the same gimmick. Depends on which card type applying for the True Draco monster when they are first made. In this one for Majesty Maiden, the True Draco caster, first chance I activate something, add a True Draco or True King monster from deck to hand. Sadly, that's gonna get Solemn Judgment. Heritage, blow up Rainy Canvas, sets 3, and phase Snowy, search for another Rainy Canvas. Snow comes back, and there is the problem, ladies and gentlemen. Summon limit. No one can summon more than 2 times per turn. Negated summons does indeed count towards the limit, and then negated cards / effects that would summon don't count. That's 1. Rainy Canvas triggers, and that's 2. Now, when it comes to Weather, Pain, or Cloud, if another face-up weather card, monster, spell, or trap included, gets sent to the graveyard, target up to 2 the weather spells and traps in your graveyard, place them back face-up in your spell trap zone. Combat, Cloud go for an attack. True King's Return. In this one, for True King's Return, target 1 True Draco or True King in your graveyard, special it out in defense. Also, no special summon. True Dracos, they don't care about special summons. So, True King's Return is basically a monster reborn for True Dracos / True Kings in defense. Reborn. But Rainy Canvas return True King's Return to the hand, just so that the Majesty Maiden will not come back out, and then Snowy Canvas, search Thunder, and the Holy Trinity has been set. Snow comes back, Cloud comes back. Sets 2, and the True Draco player scoops up, realizing I have the Holy Trinity in position. And this next clip, start off by normal summon Snow. Snow plays Thunder, activates Rainy Canvas, and sets one. Activates Rainbow Canvas on top of that. Speedroid Wheel. Okay, versus Speedroids. Discard one, roll a 6-sided die, then special summon from your hand and or deck 1 or 2 Speedroid monsters whose total levels equal the result, but negate their effects. If you do not special summon, you lose life equal to the result times 500 and hard ones on Speedroid Wheel. And not gonna lie though, like, for the record, with the Speedroid support, like the whole entire card artwork for the Speedroids, fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. Sends away Red-Eye Dice. So one of the tuners. In this one for Red-Eye Dice, when this card is normal or special, target one Speedroid monster you control except a copy itself, and declare a level from 1 through 6. It becomes that level until the end of the turn. So, roll the 3. A level 1, a level 2 Speedroid together in terms of summoning 2 of them, or 1 level 3 Speedroid. Speedroid Den Daiko Duke. Banish this card from your graveyard. Special one Speedroid tuner from hand or graveyard except this card itself. And then this effect, hard ones. Activates Card Turbo. If you control a wind monster, that's not hard to do. Special summon this from the hand. Also, cannot activate monster effects for the rest of the turn except winds. And then you can banish this card and 1 Speedroid monster from your graveyard. All wind monsters you currently control gain 800 attack until the end of the turn. Each effect hard ones. Normal summons Card Turbo. Rainbow. Special out Aurora. Monster Reborn's Red-Eye Dice. Sadly, no Synchro Summon plays for the Speedroid guy just because all 4 tuners on board. And Rainy, well, technically I should have used Rainy at the end phase, but I shotgunned ahead of myself way too early to return that spell trap. So Snow and Aurora come back. Rainy Canvas, return that back row. Normal summons Cloud, and then both Cloud and Aurora go to work. Rainbow, special out Thunder. And Thunder over Card Turbo. Snow comes back, and Cloud comes back. Card Turbo, banish, give it the extra, I believe it was extra 800? Yep, extra 800. And then Speedroid Marble Machine. Pendulum effect, once per turn, when your defense monster is targeted for an attack, change it to face-up attack. Also, it cannot be killed by battle this turn, even if it leaves. And when it comes to as a actual monster, when this card is normal summon, you can activate this effect. Add 1 Speedroid monster from deck to hand. Also, cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except win. So basically, Marble Machine is the Stratos of Speedroid monsters. And then the effect is hard ones. Duke over Cloud, but Thundery Canvas puts Duke back to the hand. Sets the Duke, and then randomly set the spell trap, but Raining Canvas, we return it. And then at this point, we basically control the whole entire board. Cloud and Thunder comes back. Rainy returns Marble Machine, and normal summons Thunder. Thundery Canvas return to dupe, and that is game. No extra deck, so I'm guessing Monarch, True Draco, Clipboard, Tops. Anyways, this next clip, sending or sets one, and then scales, Anchamufrite. The Pendulum Effect. No cards in your extra except Anchamufrite. Kill this card, draw one card. Hard ones on it. And then can't be normal summon / set. Must be special from your face-up extra deck by having no cards in your extra deck except Anchamufrite. Special summon it once per turn this way. If this face-up card in the monster zone leaves the field, banish it. Activates Anchamufrite. Ash keeps Anchamufrite in check. Sets another card, and let's get to it. Activates Cloudy Canvas. Change Jar Greed. Just simply draw a card. And then Ojama Duel. In this one, it's basically Ojama Trio, but instead of 3, it's 2 Ojama tokens. And on top of that, during anyone's turn except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this special 2 Ojama monsters with different names straight from your deck. So the opponent of mine actually played this real smart because blocking off the column or the adjacent zones made it so that most of my canvases wouldn't be able to get their effects off. So I pretty much have to reposition the canvas cards off from Thunder's effect one way or the other. Thunder, replace canvas with Aurora Canvas. Thunder for the attack. Magic Planner, sends away Aurora Canvas. Activates Snowy Canvas. Snowy get the search. Thunder Canvas. Sets 2. And repositioned away from those tokens. Activates Thundery at the start of the draw. Thunder comes back. Anchamufrite. Ash Blossom keeps Anchamufrite in check again. Normal summons Cactus Fighter. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, special summon 1 Needle token, plant type, earth, level 1, attack and defense of 500 to your opponent's side of the field in defense mode. I think I know where this is going. So in this context with Cactus Fighter, this, along with final attack orders, it is absolutely absurd and game finisher. But lucky for me, Solemn Judgment to the rescue, stopping the Cactus Fighter from that to happen. And the Cactus Fighter Turbo player scoops. And this next clip of this challenge activates tuning. Add 1 Synchron tuner monster from deck to hand, then send the top card from deck to graveyard. Adding in Stardust Synchron. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you contribute 1 monster, special summon this, but banish it whenever it leaves. Also, can't special summon from the extra deck except Synchros. Obviously, we are in a Synchro event, which meant literally nothing but Synchros itself. If this card is normal or special, Add 1 spell trap from deck to hand that specifically lists Stardust Dragon in the text. Each effect of Stardust Synchron, hard ones. Top card milled, Junk Converter. Discard this, and 1 tuner, add 1 Synchron monster from deck to hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard just because of Synchro material, target 1 tuner in your grave, special in defense, but it cannot activate its effects this turn. And each effect of Junk Converter once per turn. Sets 2 and a set monster. Activates Snowy Canvas, activates Cloudy Canvas, normal summon Thunder. Thunder replaces Cloudy Canvas with Rainbow Canvas. Rainbow specials Cloud. Magic Planner sends away Auroral Canvas, draw to 2. No, not Auroral Canvas, I'm sorry. Sends away Rainbow Canvas, excuse me. And then Cloud replaces back Weather Rainbow and Cloudy Canvas, which is insanely nuts. And then it sets 2. And ladies and gentlemen, the whole entire weathery back row locked out. Snowy Canvas, search for Rainy Canvas. Now that one is Aurora Canvas. And we got Thunder Canvas. So at this point, if the opponent does not have back row removal, Cloud comes back, and Thunder comes back. I'm basically controlling the board at this rate. Monster Reborns, Stardust Stardust Synchron adds Stardust Elimination. Send 1 Stardust monster from deck to graveyard, or if you control Stardust Dragon or a Synchro monster that lists Stardust Dragon in the text, special it out instead. Banish this from your graveyard, target 1 Stardust monster you control, increase or decrease its level by 1 until the end of this turn, each effect hard ones. Thunder uses Auroral Canvas, banishing the Stardust Elimination, and then normal summons, drew, and then normal summon Stardust Xiaolong. When you Synchro summon Stardust Dragon, special this card from your graveyard in attack mode. Each turn, the first time this card will be killed by battle, it is not. Synchro for 5, Junk Speeder, Synchron Tuner, 1 or more non-tuner monsters for a 5. Synchron Tuner, yep, and then the 1, that's 5. In this one, for Junk Speeder, if this card is Synchro summoned, special summon as many Synchron tuners as possible with different levels from your deck in defense. And obviously, we are in a Synchro event, can't special from extra except Synchros to turn you to this. When an attack is declaring involving this card that will Synchro summon this turn and another monster, make this card attack becomes double its original attack. Junk Synchron, Jet Synchron, Stardust Synchron, and Satellite Warrior. Junk Synchron, we know what's up with that guy. Normal summon, reborn, a level 2 or lower in your graveyard. In defense, but effects negated. We know what's up with him. Jet Synchron, we know what's up with him. Ever since Needle Fiber, Jet Synchron combos, that's what made Jet Synchron ended up banned because of Needle Fiber. In this one, if it gets sent to the graveyard just because of a Synchro material, add 1 Junk monster from deck to hand. If this card is in your graveyard, send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard, special the Jet Synchron, but banish it whenever it leaves. And then 1 Jet Synchron effect per turn and only once that turn. So 1 effect or the other, can't do both. And then Satellite Synchron. If a monster or monsters, more than 1, is special summoned from the graveyard outside of the damage step, you can special this from your hand. If you have a Synchro monster with Warrior, Synchron, or Stardust in the original name on your field or graveyard, no sign of 1, I think. No sign of 1 now. You can make this card's level become 4 until the end of this turn. Both junks for Stardust Dragon. In the early years of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, we know what's up with Stardust Dragon. Anything that is activated in terms of destruction anywhere on the field as a quick effect should be the Stardust, negate it, and if you do, destroy it. And then during the end phase, if this effect was activated, whether if it was negated or not, it ends up special summon from the graveyard. Stardust Jalong comes back. Jet and Stardust Jalong for Formula Synchron. We know what's up with Formula Synchron. Synchro summon, draw a card. And then once per chain during your opponent's main phase, you can, as a quick effect, immediately after this effect resolves, put up a Synchro summon. Arrive in Light. When this card is activated, place one level 1 dragon from your hand or deck to the top of the deck. So basically, this is the sole servant of Stardust Dragons in any shape or form. Well, you guys know what I mean. And then no one can return Stardust Dragon or a Synchro monster that lists Stardust Dragon in the text from field to extra deck. So much for Thundery Canvas. And then if a Synchro monster is special summoned outside of the damage step, and it doesn't matter how, if it's specialed, apply one of those effects, but you cannot apply that same effect of Arrive in Light again this turn. Either draw one card or special a tuner from your hand. Top Deck's Majestic Dragon can't be used as Synchro material except the Synchro summon of a Majestic monster. Okay, that literally convinces me Shooting Majestic Star or something like that. Shooting Star Dragon. Tuner Synchro and Stardust Dragon. Tuner Synchro, Stardust Dragon to make it as a level 10. Now, as for Shooting Star Dragon, once per turn, excavate the top 5 cards of your deck. Shuffle them back. Also, this card's maximum number of attacks per battle phase this turn equal to the number of tuner monsters excavated. Once per turn, when a card or effect is activated that would destroy a card or cards anywhere on the field as a quick effect, negate it, and if you do, destroy it. Once per turn, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, target the attacking monster, banish this card, and if you do, negate that attack. During the next end phase, special this banished card back out. Arrive in Light, draws one. Shooting Star attacks, uses Rainbow, special out Aurora, Cloudy on Shooting Star, cut it in half. Cloud comes back, Thunder comes back, Aurora comes back. Replaces Rainbow with Rainy Canvas. Thunder over Stardust Synchron. Cloud over Satellite. Thunder gets banished off of Rainy Canvas. And Aurora banished off of Rainy Canvas. Return those 2 spells and traps. And Shooting Star comes back. Normal summons Rain. And then at end phase, Shooting Star comes back. And then Snowy. Yeah, Snowy Canvas. Search out Weather Painter's Sun. And, of course, I clearly forgot to introduce you guys to this little guy here. So in this one for Weather Painter's Sun, if this card is in your graveyard, send one face-up continuous spell trap you control to the graveyard. Once again, doesn't gotta be the weather cards. Special summon this guy in defense, and if you do, place one weather spell trap from hand in your face-up spell trap zone. Auroral banishes rain. What do we hit? Synchro overtake. That is a nice catch. Reveal one Synchro monster in your extra deck. Choose one of the Synchro monsters whose name is listed on that card, and if you do, add it to your hand or special summon that monster straight from your deck or graveyard. Also, obviously, we're in Synchro. Can't special from extra except Synchros. Activate one Synchro overtake per turn. Cloud comes back. Thunder comes back. Aurora comes back. Activates Arrive in Light once again. This time, top decking Converging Will's Dragon. Same result as Majestic Dragon. Can't be used as material except Majestic Synchro Monster. This card's name is Majestic Dragon while on the board or graveyard. When you draw this card, reveal it, special it, then if you control a level 8 or higher Dragon Synchro Monster, not hard, special one level 1 Dragon from the deck. And then the activation of special summon Converging Will's Dragon once per turn. Stardust Synchron activates, and opponent realizes I had too much to control, so Stardust player scoops up. And this next clip, looking at this hand, no weather monsters on site, so just straight up set the judgment. Junk Converter sends away Jet Synchron, adding in Stardust Synchron, another Stardust Dragon matchup. Jet Synchron ditches Doppel Warrior. So in this one for Doppel Warrior, when a monster or monsters, more than one, is special from the graveyard outside of the damage step, special this from your hand. And if it gets sent to the graveyard just because of a single material, special summon 2 Doppel tokens. Warrior Dark, level 1, attack and defense of 400 in attack mode. Activate Stardust Synchron, sends away Jet. Stardust Synchron, adding Stardust Elimination. Activates Tuning, adds Junk Synchron, Milling, Harpy Sweater Duster. Junk Synchron, Reborn's Doppel Warrior, Monster Reborn's Junk Converter. Sending these 3 together for Stardust Dragon. 2, 2, that's 4, and then 4, that is 8. Sadly, it gets Solemn Judgment. Activates Synchro Chase. In this one, for Synchro Chase, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of your Synchro monsters with Warrior, Synchron, or Stardust in their original names. So basically, in other words, anything I do in terms of activations off from those Synchro monsters with those types of names, there's no point of stopping it. If you Synchro summon a Warrior, Synchron, or Stardust Synchro monster, target one monster in your graveyard used as material, special it in defense. And then this effect of Synchro Chase once per turn. And unfortunately, I think my opponent should have played Synchro Chase first before doing the Synchro Summon shenanigans. But at the same time, Solemn Judgment made it happen. So, Stardust Elimination, tossing out Stardust Trail. If a monster you control is shifted outside of the damage step, special this card from your hand or graveyard, but banish it whenever it leaves. If a Warrior, Synchron, or Stardust Synchro monster is Synchro summoned using this, special one Stardust token, Dragon Light level 1, no attack, no defense. And each effect of Stardust Trail once. Junk Synchron goes in for 13. Activates Harpy's Feather Duster. And we drew into the win condition card, which was Skill Drain. And of course, dodges all the effect negation when it comes to Skill Drain. So Junk Synchron goes in for 13. And at this rate, it made me think, yep, so at this point, I have to activate Skill Drain immediately just so I can use Magic Planner and get the 2 cards. And hopefully, we can see a weather monster. Can we do it? Yes, we can. We saw snow. And not gonna lie though, I should have played Snowy Canvas first instead of normal summon the snow, just so that I would have gotten so much advantage off in terms of dodging the effect negations. But to be fair, I honestly did not know what that last card was in his hand. So yeah, I should have played around it. But hey, mistakes are made. Anywho, Snow comes back with 22 butt, which something most monsters can't get over. And of course, again, should have activated Snowy Canvas on my opponent's end turn. So again, I'm used to learning the deck a lot more. Normal summon Thunder. Thunder replaces Sunny Canvas. Almost forgot about Sunny Canvas, excuse me. In this one for Sunny Canvas, target one monster you control, should be that target, and if you do, special one weather monster from your hand or graveyard, but not with the same name as the attributed monster. And then drew into another Rain and Aurora Canvas, along with the Snowy. So, at this point, we're basically controlling the board. Thunder over Junk Synchron, and then opponent standby, Snow comes back. Snowy Canvas, search Aurora. Thunder comes back. Tributes Snow for Aurora. And of course, at this point, we basically got the Trinity set up. Thunder replaced Aurora for Thunder. So we got the Stratos and the Compulsive of monsters, spells, and traps. Thunder, banished off from Snowy, gets Cloudy. And gets the Cloudy Canvas going just in case if they got something extra big to take care of weather monsters. Converging Whales Dragon, special. Thunder comes back. Snowy Canvas, searching out Sun. Thunder comes back. Normal summon Sun. And that is game. And this next clip sets, summons Thunder, plays Snowy Canvas, replaces Snowy with Thunder. Activate Skill Drain immediately, and what is my opponent on? Yo! Armed Samurai Benkei. Oh boy. And at this rate, first of all, I'm so glad I opened up Skill Drain, because if I didn't, I legit would have ended up losing for losing the game from the get-go. So, Master Brutality, equip monster, gains 1,000 attack, loses the 1,000 defense. During your standby phase, pay 1,000 or kill this card. Another Mask of Brutality, Noble Arms Clarence. Hook it up to a warrior. Ben K's a warrior. Once per turn, pay 500 life. The equipped monster can direct attack. And then, obviously, every Noble Arms card gimmick. If this face-up card on the field gets killed and sent to the graveyard, target one warrior, noble knight, hook it up to it. And so let's see, 3 equips and 1 additional attack. So that would have been 4 attacks and woo-wee, not gonna lie, again, if I didn't open up skill drain, I legit would have lost the game right there. And 1 big hit with 25. Summons Cloud. Activate Snowy Canvas. Activate Sunny Canvas. Thunder E-Canvas. Return Benkei. All equips are destroyed. Thunder replaces Sunny Canvas and Snowy Canvas for the search. Search for another cloud just in case. And Rainy Canvas. At this point, once again, we control the board. Cloud comes back. Thunder comes back. And of course, I should attribute it or banish the cloud on my opponent's turn for the search. But hey, you know, once again, mistakes are made and still getting used to learning the new deck. Thunder and Rain gets to work. Cloud comes back. Mataza the Zapper. In this one, second attack during each battle phase, control of this face-up card can't be switched. So in other words, before the skill drain shenanigans, assuming that it's not there. That means no mind control, no creature swap, no switcher ruse, none of that Gradle stuff either, in any shape or form, no snatch steals, none of that junk. Snowy Canvas gets Aurora. Cloud comes back. Tribute to Rain for Aurora. Cloud over Mataza the Zapper, Thunder, and Aurora for game. This next clip of the match summons Rain, Cloudy Canvas, and sets Judgment, of course. Planet Pathfinder tributes to search for a field spell, but Ash keeps Planet Pathfinder in check. Sets 3. Could be literally anything. Rainy Canvas summons Rain. And 2 Rains go to work. Normal summons Gaga Gigo. Sadly, it gets judgmented, but opponent's Solemn Judgment made its comeback. Gaga Gigo over the first Rain, Cloudy Canvas made it so that it gets cut in half and what? Skill drain. And return that set to the hand. Yeah, I don't think my opponent realizes that skill drain literally does nothing to the deck. Plus, opponent wasted 1,000 points for nothing. Cloudy canvas, cut it in half, and the first rain gets to work. Second rain comes back, and the opponent scoops up. Yeah, my opponent skill draining me, it literally does nothing, and it literally reminded me of that one Charmer video against the Eldritch matchups, where opponent skill drains me for no reason when most of the stuff literally does nothing. And last but not least, on this next clip, based on what the opponent is doing right now, nothing. Normal summons Cloud, activates Rainy Canvas, sets. Cloud gets in for 15. Activates Aurora Canvas. Activates Lightning Storm, killing my back row, and Cloud puts them right back. Activates Tuning, getting Junk Synchron, and of course another Stardust Dragon player scooped up, because him using Lightning Storm on my back row while Cloud is on board, it's just like, okay, thank you for wasting Lightning Storm. We get our weather spells and traps placed back now. So, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for this wonderful weather archetype. If you love to see more of those weathery matchups, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will catch you guys next time. Later.